Columbo. What are you doing here?
Oh, good morning, sir.
Morning.
Lieutenant Duffy, he's out on call. I'm using his office.
What's the matter with your office?
Well, I was going through these file folders, sir. These are the prime suspects in the robberies, and Duffy didn't want to let the folders out of his office. I want to tell you something. I'm doing just exactly the way you suggested. I'm concentrating all my efforts on the robbery aspects of this crime, and you're right. I think the answer lays right in here somewhere.
Good. Good. Okay, well, maybe I'll take a glance at these myself again. Didn't get a very good look at that man the night he ran from the Caldwell house. Still, you never know, do you?
That's a good thought, sir. Sometimes something just clicks into place.
Yeah. Well, on the other hand, I've been through these a dozen times. I don't think they can help me any.
That's a good thought, too, sir. No sense wasting your time on a dead end.
You keep at it, though, huh? If you come up with anything, let me know.
You mind?
Be my guest. Easy, easy, under the table.
Gonna count it?
I trust you. If it's short, you can always make it up in the next payment.
The next payment. You said that...
I said a lot of things, Mr. Caldwell. One thing I forgot to tell you was that, I'm a chronic liar.
Sure they're in here, sir?
Positive. Caldwell's meeting him on my instruction. Catch this man Jessup with the money, we'll have our killer.
Okay? Okay. All right, move. Take it easy. You go in a hard way. Take it easy. What are you trying to do, break my head? What is this?
It's called blackmail, Jessup. First you rob this man's house, you kill 2 women. Then you've got the gall to try blackmail.
Get out of here. You don't have any proof.
We'll have it as soon as we search your apartment, which we're going to do right now. Columbo, Duffy, come with me. We'll need 1 squad car.
Commissioner, I believe we're going to need a warrant before we can search that apartment.
We've already got one. You want to check it?
Yes, sir, that's fine. I think you're making a mistake.
Prove you I'm not. All right, take this man down and book him. Mr. Caldwell will give you his statement. Let's go.
Commissioner, I believe you're making a mistake here, sir. Sir, I don't believe Jessup could have killed either of these women, particularly your wife.
Don't be ridiculous. I saw it, I tell you. We threw her in the pool. There were other witnesses.
You bring the keys up, please. Run away, huh?
Sir?
He's on his way up, Commissioner. Thank you.
Sir, I realize that your wife appeared to die in the pool. Actually, she died in the bathtub.
What are you talking about?
Right this way, please. Right this way. Yes. Room 13.
Right.
It was the water in her lungs, sir.
Commissioner?
The water in her lungs. There were traces of soap.
Duffy, check that bathroom. You get the kitchen.
You see, sir? As soon as I saw the body, I knew right away something was wrong.
You did, huh? Check behind that stove. Get under the sink there.
I knew something was wrong because of her outfit. What she was wearing, the tear in her dress. You see, I had to ask myself the question, why does a woman go to an important testimonial dinner knowing that a sleeve is torn? Got a whole closet full of nice clothes. So the one thing that I knew, she was not on her way to the dinner when she was drowned. So now it follows. She must have been drowned earlier. Now I find out about the soap. That places it in the bathtub. You see, a couple of hours before her body was dropped into the pool, somebody drowned her, and somebody dressed her.
The medical examiner's report set the time of death at 7:30, Columbo.
Yes, sir. But that was based on your eyewitness testimony. Now, I spoke to him. He said it could just as easily have happened a couple of hours earlier.
All right, suppose she did die in the bathtub. So Jessup surprised her and killed her. He dressed the body and threw it in the pool to make it look accidental.
No, sir, that's not possible.
Hit that radio.
You know why? You see, the bathroom, the bathtub, the faucet itself, everything was bone dry, including the towels. Not even slightly moist. That was the first thing I checked, sir. No, she had to have drowned before 6, maybe even before 5. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been that dry. Long before Jessup got there. As a matter of fact, just about the time that you came home for supper. Commissioner, I believe you killed your wife. And I believe you either killed Janice Caldwell or you're covering up for it.
You just lost your badge, my friend. Come on, keep digging.
Yes, sir.
At first, I thought Mr. Caldwell was responsible. But that didn't work out because of the nightgown business. And then the next night when your wife was killed and you had that terrific alibi, then it suddenly hit me. You were in it together and you're trying to blame Artie Jessup. And the truth is that Jessup was nowhere near either house either night.
Commissioner. He wasn't, huh? All right, how do you explain these? Janice Caldwell's jewels.
I can explain it. You took him from the Caldwell house, you hid him, and today you planted him here to incriminate Mr. Jessup.
You're crazy. You can't prove anything like that.
Sergeant Randall?
Here, sir.
You. Commissioner Halpin says he found those jewels under your mattress.
That's crazy.
You're a liar.
Hey, I don't even live here.
What?
I can verify that. He doesn't live here. I live here. These are my shirts. That's my underwear. My brother-in-law. It's my nephew, my niece. I haven't lived there long. Just moved in. You see, the apartment was vacant for 3 weeks. I just signed the lease. You looked in the closet. Those were my pajamas and my bathrobe.
The file folder, the report on the desk.
Yes, sir, I'll have to take responsibility for that. You see, I persuaded Mr. Jessup to telephone Mr. Caldwell, knowing that Caldwell would contact you. I was sure that once you knew the true identity of the burglar, you'd try and incriminate him. So this morning, very early, just after I signed the lease, I made up a new file folder on Mr. Jessup. Everything was the same, except this address. Only one person beside myself knew this address. That was you, sir. That's all.
Mr. Gillespie? Mr. Gillespie?
Yes.
Sergeant Hoffman. I wonder if you'd mind going down to headquarters with me, sir. Lieutenant Columbo would like to talk to you.
Really? Does he want to discuss my work or show me some more of his photographs?
Please, sir. If you won't come voluntarily, I'm afraid he'll have to issue a warrant for your arrest.
Is that so? All right, Sergeant. I'll talk to your lieutenant. Might be amusing.
Yes, sir.
All right, Lieutenant. What's the meaning of this?
Just 1 minute, sir. I'm looking for a K. Ah, here it is.
Columbo, I warned you.
Yes, you did, sir. And I want you to know that I didn't take your warning lightly. But I have no choice, sir. You see, I don't think Mr. Deschler killed your wife. I don't think he even met her. I think you arranged everything. I think you arranged the false kidnapping, the ransom note, the telephone call. I think you lured Mr. Deschler to the junkyard, and I think you shot him.
Of course, you can prove all of this.
You see this newspaper? This is the same edition of the newspaper that the letters and words for the ransom note were cut out of. I'm trying to reconstruct that note.
Need any help with your spelling, Lieutenant?
I'll tell you what the problem is. We found this newspaper in the motel room. It was sprawled over a chair. It was left there, even though the maid said that she cleaned up the room.
Yes, I told you. She probably lied.
That's the problem, sir. You see this terrible mess I'm making? There's just no way to cut up this paper and paste together this note without making a mess. I know. I tried it last night, my wife and I.
Columbo, what's your point?
My point is this. If the maid forgot to clean up the room, then why didn't we find little bits and pieces of paper somewhere? You see the problem? If she did clean up the room, then everything gets thrown out. All the bits and pieces of paper gets thrown out, and the newspaper gets thrown out. If she doesn't clean up the room, then these scraps of paper, they have to be somewhere. You can see the contradiction.
You're incredible. You're really incredible. This man, this criminal, abducts my wife, kills her, tries to kill me in cold blood. But instead of recognizing the obvious, you accuse me of some kind of a monstrous scheme. Deschler killed Francis, no one else.
No, sir, that's not possible. You see, Mr. Deschler had an alibi.
What?
Yes, sir. He couldn't possibly have killed your wife. And what's more, your sworn statement is perjured.
You're crazy.
Correct me if I'm mistaken. But you said you were with your wife until noon on Thursday the 20th, the day she was abducted.
Yes.
Well, you see, sir, Mr. Deschler was down at the Department of Motor Vehicles taking his driver's test that morning. And I've got a sworn statement from an examiner to that effect. So you see, Mr. Deschler couldn't possibly have kidnapped your wife. But you could have.
Lieutenant, what in the hell are you saying? Deschler had no alibi. My wife was abducted in the afternoon.
No, sir, that's what we assumed. Actually, she was kidnapped in the morning. And at precisely the same time that you said you were at home alone with her. I have absolute proof, sir, that Mrs. Gillespie was tied to that chair in that ranch house at 10 o'clock in the morning. I took the snapshot of Mrs. Gillespie, and I took it down to our photo lab. And I had a giant blow-up made from that print. And I want you to know, my friend, that I took personal charge of that process, just so that there'll be no mistake. You see that clock in the background? That clock reads 10 o'clock. That's very plain. 10 o'clock, sir. That's the time that you claim you were at home alone with your wife.
Oh, Lieutenant, you're priceless. You're a gem. You're a little flawed, and you're not too bright, but you're one of a kind.
I think that's a very incriminating piece of evidence, sir.
Evidence? Don't you see what you've done? You've taken that picture and you have reversed it.
Sir?
You have made a mistake, Lieutenant. In the process of enlarging that photo, you've turned everything around. The clock doesn't say 10. It says 2 o'clock.
Well, can you do that? Is that possible?
It certainly is.
I don't understand.
Get the original photo and compare it. I'll demonstrate it to you. Then you'll see where you made a big mistake.
The original?
The original snapshot, yes.
Well, I'm afraid that's going to be a problem, sir. You see, when I was down in the dark room working with the guy from the photo lab, I was helping out. I accidentally dropped the original in a batch of hydrochloric acid.
What?
Yes, sir. There is no other print. It's gone.
What is this? A clumsy attempt to frame me with false evidence?
Oh, no, sir. No, I wouldn't do that. No, I'm afraid this is the picture. And there's been no mistake. I'll testify to that. Sergeant Hoffman, would you read Mr. Gillespie's rights?
Hold it. Hold it, Lieutenant, before you do something you'll regret. I hate to disappoint you, but you have proof of my innocence despite your clumsiness.
Sir?
We don't need the original snapshot. The negative will serve the same purpose. Look at that negative in the back of the camera, Lieutenant. It proves I'm right.
Were you a witness to what he just did?
Yes, Lieutenant.
Were you a witness to what he just did?
Yes, sir.
Were you a witness to what he just did?
Yes, I am, sir.
Witness to what?
You just incriminated yourself, sir. You've identified the camera.
That's right, sir. That's what you did. You see, you didn't pick out this one, this one, this one. You didn't touch any of these 12 cameras. You picked that one. Yes, this is the camera that was used to take your wife's picture. But you would have no way of knowing that. Or of knowing that this negative was in the back of this particular camera unless you'd taken the picture yourself. Sorry, sir.
If I hadn't taken that camera, you were counting on that. You didn't accidentally reverse that film. You did that deliberately.
Sergeant Hoffman,